Alright broski, it's Tina Backman with a new video on Joe Frazier, our favorite YouTuber, 1.42 million subscribers, bro. I love this guy's channel, it's great, very entertaining, short, fast, cute. Actually, I did videos like that where I did these jumping videos like he does in the beginning where he jumps down. They look pretty good, some of them. Yeah, I do that. Special effects, I learned that way back a couple years ago when I was in Mexico. On my other channel before it got terminated by YouTube. But anyways, let's watch this video and review it. I told you, a lot of people into making fake muscles, and his no exception. His channel is built on this. It's entertainment. So he does this as a faction for cosmetic look only, for, how should I put it, influencing you. I took 5 times the recommended dose of creatine. He did. And then he created these fake muscles. Sarcoplasmic, he's an ectomorph, low body fat, and if you get buffed out, then you look like that. See? So now let's talk about supplements that create fake muscles. Not just inflammation and loading and unloading, gravitational loading and unloading, and sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Now we're going to create some creatine muscles, fake water creatine muscles, supplementary, yes.
So this is creatine, the most researched sports supplement in the world. Taking a little bit of this powder every day increases your muscle mass and helps increase strength. But what happens when you take the daily recommended dose of 3 grams and multiply that by 5? 15 grams a day for 2 weeks. Will I notice a difference? Okay, I'm with Jack.
You definitely will notice a difference. You'll be puffier than the last time. See, I told you, it's a cosmetic look, bro.
Are you ready for this challenge? I'm ready for it. How I'm going to test this dose is with 2 variables. Me, taking the 5 times dose and working out during the 2 weeks. And my mate Jack, who's also going to be taking the 5 times dose. He won't be touching weights at all during the 2 weeks. First thing we need to do is check our strength levels on day 1.
That's where Greg came in and said, you're a fake natty and all that. You're taking something, you're taking substances. Bro, he took some creatine and he made a video on it. He's not taking any drugs, weird drugs or anything. He took creatine.
We tested our max reps on dumbbell press, our max strict curls, and our max squats.
Exactly. The more he didn't even have to lift the weights to do that. He just could move around, like even rubber bands or anything, basically to load more of this water into the muscle. That's about it. Yeah.
Making sure to go to complete failure on each exercise. Push, 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 push.
Lifting just means you're getting better at lifting something. But getting these fake muscles means that you just need to draw that water into the muscle. So he's using these movements and trying to get better at lifting at the same time, I guess. Yes, okay.
I enjoy that.
Goal accomplished.
These were mine and Jack's lifts on day 1. This is also how our physiques were looking on day 1, because creatine's meant to increase muscle.
Looking pretty good. Increase muscle mass, yeah. With water.
Mass. And with all that out the way, it's time to consume a lot of white powder for the next 2 weeks. Packaging says take 3 grams a day. Okay. Cheers.
You're basically gonna overdose on it, okay.
And just like that, the 2 weeks started. Every morning I woke up, I'd have 3 scoops, and in the evening have another 2. I chose to mix my creatine with either a protein shake or orange juice instead of water. This helps your body digest the creatine better, compared to water where it can just go straight through you.
Atta boy, chug it down and pump it in there. Get that water in there to create those fake inflammatory water muscles, yes. And all of you are believing that this stuff creates muscles. Like, how could a powder build a muscle when protein builds muscle? Everybody knows protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown to just build that mass. I'm not talking about myofibrillar growth where you're filling in the cracks and the domes, the cracks in there with more myofibrillars and stuff. I'm talking about building mass, just mass on that myofibrillar. Yeah, this is blowing up the mass of the myofibrillar, blowing it up fakely, water.
Weekend of creatine and these pumps are different level.
that's why I try to tell you, building real muscle is horrendously difficult. That's why nobody wants to do it. They want to take easy. They want to do it easy. Take some powder and just wave a bunch of weights up and down, their arms up and down, and wee. They don't want to go through the whole pain and suffering of, I have to do what? Protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown. You want me to do what? Eat over 1,000 grams of protein a day? Oh my God, I gotta stay anabolic too, and oh my God, if I want myofibrillar growth, I have to destroy muscle, I have to damage muscle, injure it, and then it has to go through repairing and remodeling where the protein synthesis is extended for the entire week and glycogen and everything and blood levels are elevated. Oh my God, I have to do that and then I have to repeat that again? That's too much work for me, man. I can't go through that pain and suffering, this, that, all that natural hard work to build it. I have to use something unnatural to build it. It's just for cosmetic purposes, bro. I just want to play and have fun. Yeah. Okay. That's what they want to do. Play video games and throw some powder in there and create some fake muscles. That's about it, really.
Cheers. Is that 5? Yeah. Oh. The large quantity of powder in our drinks, it was not a nice taste. But as the second week grew in, we carried on our routines, getting the creatine down us every day, and after just 2 weeks of doing this... Okay, 2 weeks on this stuff. Have you noticed any side effects? Like when I was drinking the drinks.
2 weeks on this stuff. Oh my God.
I hated it. Like, there was so much powder in the drinks. It just didn't taste nice. Apart from that, you didn't notice anything? Not really, no. The only thing I noticed was in the gym, the pumps were definitely better. I felt a lot fuller. But apart from that, didn't really notice anything either. But it's not...
Yeah, that's the inflammation and the pump. The inflammatory response and the water being drawn into the muscle. That's why you're feeling pumped. The water is getting all in there. Beautiful fake muscles, creating these fake muscles faster and easier than the last time.
About that, what I'm sure you want to know is, did our strength increase? Did our physiques change? Did our weight change? In just the space of 2 weeks. Well, 2 weeks later, let me see if we got stronger or not.
I like how he said he got stronger. He got better at lifting something. He never got stronger because he never built any muscle. His body is exactly the same. His fiber count and everything is exactly the same. Did he really get physically stronger, his body? No, his body never got physically stronger, but he got better at lifting weights because it's a phony strength. He's practicing at lifting this. It gave him more androgen receptors. The androgens bind to the myocytic androgen receptor, giving you that maximum force production, broski, and some motor unit.
These results are going to shock you.
This is actually quite funny.
Is 2 weeks even enough time to see a difference? Well, here are my results.
Yeah, it is. Actually, well, you should have gave it at least 4 or 5, but...
First, my dumbbell press. That went from 14 to 16.
Remember, they were working out every day for 2 weeks. It wasn't like they worked out once a week or something. Yeah, so they're pumping a lot of that water in the muscle faster than the last time.
Reps. My strict curls went from 20 to 21 reps, and my squat.
Because a little powder can't build a muscle. Protein has to build muscle, and that protein has to lay down in the form of proteins onto the muscle. Yeah. How can a powder called creatine build you a muscle? That's just ridiculous. It is found in meat, this creatine. It's found in animal products, but that's not how it's used. You understand me? The way it's used is not the way you think it is. They just discovered that if they were to refine this like sugar, that sugar would be addictive, a lot more addictive when it's refined in a higher dose, a higher concentrated dose, like cocaine. From if you suck on leaves, it doesn't have the same effect as if you were to refine it. So creatine, this stuff, it's refined from waste products, plants, some plant stuff. And then, yeah, and then they make it and then they give it to you. I don't like plants, man, personally, but yeah, meat's better, but whatever.
In only 2 weeks, went from 13 to 18 reps. I mean, that's just mad. And Jack, the guy...
That's another thing. Does that mean that somebody that went from 12 to 13 or 14, 15, 16 reps or 18 reps, does that mean they got stronger? See what I mean? I talked about this about power lifters. If power lifters can lift let's say a guy's squatting 500, a power lifter squats 500. So he does like 1 rep or 2 reps or whatever, but the bodybuilder does 10, 20 reps. Does that mean that the bodybuilder's stronger because he could do more reps and the power lifter can only do 500 at 1 rep? You see what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Bodybuilders are if anything, yeah, they are definitely bigger. That's all muscle, but whatever. Are they better at doing these movements? Yeah, because they're high repping it. So they're better at lifting stuff. They're actually stronger. Their lifts are much stronger because they could go longer. So they not only have endurance, but they have more strength because they could move that weight a lot more longer and further. You understand me? A power lifter, he can only lift it for 1 rep.
Who didn't even touch weights for the 2 weeks. He only took creatine. His lifts went up by a total of 7 reps as well. Physique.
But the thing with the power lifter though, they can gain a real more mass on their body. That protein synthesis exceed that breakdown. If they're not using up all that energy and breaking down more proteins, they have to compensate for that to actually really build muscle mass. Okay, let's just say the mass, not damaging here, okay? Bodybuilders are trying to see damage, but they're not damaging anymore because they don't know about the repeated butt effect phenomena. The point is, it's complicated, okay? Bodybuilding is complicated. I'm just saying that mass. So they could get more mass. So yes. A stronger body with more muscle, with real muscle mass, definitely, yes. Bodybuilders are actually accumulating more of this, doing the rep work without the muscle damage. They're getting sarcoplasmic hypertrophy because it takes a life on its own. When the repeated bout effect kicks in, no more damage. It protects it from any more damage.
Wise, I would say nothing really changed. The most being I was maybe a bit fuller from day to day due to there being more water weight on me. But for both me and Jack, I couldn't really tell a difference. Ultimately though, if you're about to start taking creatine, I would highly recommend this method. It's called a loading phase. For 2 weeks, take about 15 grams a day, like we did. Get your body full of creatine, and then after the 2 weeks, just go down to 3 to 5 grams a day, and continue doing that indefinitely.
Why not just build real muscle and then you'll have it? Then you wouldn't have to go through all of this and waste your time and money and all that. See what I mean? Yeah. If you could actually build it real, there's just no point going through this, but whatever, man.
Yeah, they were the results. I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching.
Yep, he's pretty happy with them, and guess what? He'll be happy. Will he be happy though when they go away? When he stops taking that, they'll all go away. All that water will just disappear. So all that work that he put into it, you say, well, they worked all so hard to put in all that work. Yeah, they put in all that work. Where is it? Where did it go? Where is it? Where's it gonna go, man? Nowhere. Get it? They're going nowhere because it's gonna go away. Yeah, what a waste of time. But it's social media, you get it? He's doing this to entertain you, so he doesn't give a shit. But all of you out there do give a shit because you want it, but you're never going to get it because you'll be just like this. See you in the next one. Ciao.